Hey, babies. Hello, hello. It is your girl, Michelle Kanan, also known as the Satisfied Wife. And I've been meaning to go live all day, and I just didn't get to it. And then I thought, I'm going to take a bath. It's my favorite place in the world. I'll just do a quick live from here. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to the bath. Let me know if you are here by saying hi and leaving a comment. If you are catching the replay, do hashtag replay. Let me know that you were here. I thought, should I go live from bed tonight or should I go live from the bath? And y'all are getting me from the bath, where I just put some Epsom salt in and I'm just doing my thing over here. But before I go into full relaxation mode, I know I wanted to, hi, if you're here, let me know what your name is because I'm on StreamYard and it's not showing me who's commenting. So, I wanted to pop on live and share this beautiful little tidbit for you because there's only a couple of hours left to grab my last bonus for Goddess Wife School, my Spoiled Wife Activation Group Call. You'll get it for free if you sign. Hey, Vanessa! If you sign up for Goddess Wife School this evening, and we're doing that on February 13th. That's next Sunday, right before Valentine's Day. And my live tonight is called. Like, don't you want to be spoiled by your man? Hint, of course you do. And I want to talk about the energy of being a spoiled wife, of being a spoiled woman, of getting absolutely everything that you want from your man, from the masculine, and from the powers that be of the universe, because it is all interconnected. So if you want to receive some of that, if you want to step into your spoiled wifey energy, just leave me a comment and say, I want to be spoiled because I'm about to spoil you. You're going to just like lean back and receive some of this energy, some of this message that I'm going to share with you. And if you want more of it, you are going to join me next Sunday inside of my bonus call, my spoiled wife activation. Because here's the thing, right? Like, why do people get in relationships? Why did you get married? Why are you with your man? Why do you want to be with a man? Right? A lot of women don't know. Right? I remember like when I was dating, it was because like I didn't want to be lonely, right? Or I felt like incomplete without a partner. But now that I've been in partnership for more than 10 years, in like an amazing co-creational partnership and something that I call a power couple dynamic, which is something that I love to teach women how to have, especially high achieving women like me, boss babes, bossy babes like me. If that is you, holler in the comments. Because the women that I work with, right, what they desire most is they just want their man to step up and just like be more or give more or show up more or take the initiative or like have this like powerful, sexy, proactive, confident, masculine energy. Like so many women are craving that kind of energy, especially in the world right now, right? Like a lot of shit's unstable, things are, there's a pandemic going on, there's inflation happening, there's like travel bans, there's government and like there's so much shit going on, right? Like if you read the news, like you see all of that. So of course now more than ever, right? Like you want to feel, if you're in a partnership, that you are being held exquisitely, that you can just fully trust the person that you're with, that he's got you, right? Like that he is going to be your rock, that he's there for you, that he's like thinking about things that you're not even thinking about, that he's like ahead of the curve. Am I right? But a lot of women are feeling like they don't get that from their man. And if you're feeling like that, A, my heart goes out to you, and B, that's why I'm here. That's why you're watching this video. That's why I do what I do, because for so many years, I was the doer. I was the one that was like figuring everything out and checking up on the details and needing to like have my fingers in all the pies and be on top of everything. And the energy, right? The energy of that can feel anxious or frenetic or busy, right? So many women just feel so busy all the time, so many things, so many responsibilities, so much burnout, like so much to take care of all the time. But it doesn't have to be like that, right? Like, if you feel that way in your relationship, like, I feel for you, and I want you to know that it can be wildly different. Because I used to feel that way all the time, even until, like, very recently. Like, this is still something that I am unwinding from, because a lot of us, that's how we were just taught to be, or that's how we were taught to experience or interface with, like, the energy of the world, right? That, like, even if you have a day off, right, you still have a million things to do and a to-do list, and you never get stuff done and you never feel accomplished. Like, it's kind of never ending. And what so many powerful women don't realize is that you're complicit in this dynamic, right? That, like, it's not just that life is happening to you. Whatever is happening to you in life, you are responding and you're showing up and you're creating this dynamic back and forth. And the same thing with your man. The same thing with your man. Now, I just got finished talking to this amazing woman, one of my clients, that did my Rekindle Your Honeymoon challenge. And if you did it too, leave a comment, because the results from that were so fucking amazing. And she was just telling me how her man has been stepping up, how he, like, just got back from, took the weekend off with his friends to go set up a cabin, an off the grid cabin, for Valentine's Day next weekend, for him and his woman. Like, took the initiative, took his guy friends to set up their off the grid cabin so that she could have, like, a romantic weekend. Like, and that he never did anything like that before. Or another client was DMing with me today about, 2 orgasms last night, 2 orgasms this morning, and then he cooked her breakfast, and then they had this incredible talk about her needs and how he could show up, and that all he really wanted to do was provide her all of the things that she wanted. And what was coming up for this client, and what was coming up for a lot of women I talked to, is she just didn't think it was possible. Like, she was basically, so many women are doing this, cock blocking her man, not asking for what she wanted, not showing up in her juicy energy, not being even open to receiving. She was hustling and pushing so hard and doing all the things that she was robbing him of the opportunity to do all the things that he really wanted to do for her. Because most of y'all don't realize this, right? Because we've been so saturated with fucking stereotypes about, like, how shit men are. So many movies are playing this out, like, and yeah, we've had a lot of women have had really terrible experiences with men, but the thing is that a lot of men, for most of you that are in your relationships, like, your man wants you to be happy, number one, and he wants to be the source of that happiness for you. Like, it turns your man on to turn you on. Like, that's the kind of dynamic that I have in my relationship. That's why I'm sitting here in a bathtub right now. My husband put our toddler to bed earlier. Like, he had her out all day playing. Like, he put on a fire when he got home. I was just, like, doing my thing, like, in such gratitude, feeling so good. He's like, babe, go do your live. Like, I'll be downstairs when you're ready. Like, I just feel supremely, supremely taken care of by my partner on all levels. And what's really amazing about this is it's not just me, it's all of my clients. Like, that's the whole point. And the energy of that is of us practicing, not learning how to ask better, not learning how to give instructions to our partner, not, like, trying to figure out, like, what's the right way to say it, and am I allowed to do that, and how do I come across less bitchy, or trying to fix him or get him to be different, because that stuff does not work. If it did, you would have what you wanted, and you don't. The whole vibe is, how do we become that woman? How do we get into the energy of what just feels really good for us anyway, right? Like, how do we embody this goddess energy to be the woman that receives and gets all the things that she wants from her man? Like, my question for you is, are you ready to be spoiled? Because I know that a lot of women think that they want to be spoiled, but then the actions that they're taking and the words that they're using and the energy that you're in, and that frenetic, frantic, anxious, busy, taking care of everything, nothing is, up to par, everything's going to fall apart. That vibe, that energy, that way of being is actually getting in the way of you being the spoiled woman that you want to be. It's you showing up in a way that is not allowing for the space or creating those conditions that are either inspiring to your man to want to spoil the shit out of you, or you're just like always one step ahead of him, too fast, too good, have the right answer, have everything taken care of, even if you hate it, because most of y'all hate it. And he doesn't like have the opportunity or the inspiration, or he's just not gonna like want to get in there like that, right? Like if you want a masculine man, if you want to be in a partnership with a masculine man, part of what that means is learning how to let him show up and learning how to let him show up in his genius and in his way so that he can give you that. And the question becomes how do you get to be in the energy that you want to be in? How, like, what would it feel right now to be spoiled? Like, what would you think and how would you act and where would you be right now and how would you be dressing and what would your body feel like and like what would your vibe be? That's why I'm doing this bonus call next Sunday for all my Goddess Wife School participants, because what I teach, what it's so important, what makes this so fucking simple, simple, not easy, but simple, is that you get to be the woman, the spoiled wife, the goddess that has all that stuff. Like you get to be in the energy of that now. And once you do that, like it all starts falling into place. It just does. Like your man is receptive to that. He wants to jive with that. He wants to play with that. He wants to get in the bathtub of that energy. And I know that for some of you that love to make things complicated um, and are just like in this other kind of place of it won't happen, it won't work, he can't do that, he's not capable. All right, keep thinking that and keep being in that dynamic. And that's definitely what you're going to get more of. But unless you married an asshole that doesn't care about you, um, then there is this huge opportunity that you are missing out on because you're just so busy looking at all the ways that he isn't showing up for you instead of stepping into the energy and the experience that you deeply desire to have, instead of becoming the woman that is spoiled as fuck. That gets to, take a bath whenever she wants, that has a man that loves to show up for her in his power, in his inspiration, because that's the most important thing, guys. That is the most important thing. Your man just listening to the way that you think that things are supposed to be and obeying you, he's not going to be that masculine man that you want. He's going to be a doormat. He's going to be an employee. He's going to be another child that you have to guide, that you have to lead. And you don't want that. That's not what you want. You want him to step up. But in order for your man to step up, and this is so important, in order for him to step up, it's time for you to step back. In order for him to step up, it's time for you to step back, or in my favorite way is to lean back. And I can't lean back anymore because I'm going to flash a titty and I don't want to do that on the internet right now. That's for my private groups, y'all, not for the public internet. But you do want to be spoiled, don't you? Or, I mean, like, do you want to continue on this way? Being spoiled is relative for everyone. And for me, what it feels like is having a partner that is always one step ahead of me in his zone of genius, that is taking care of me, that is making decisions for our future, that is invested in creating legacy, that is helping around the house, that is making sure that I am feeling my best so that I can be my best, is showing me where I could be better and helping me elevate to be better, is taking care of me in the bedroom and initiating and focus on my pleasure, is cleaning, organizing, all those kinds of, like, these are all things that I get in my life and gifts. And oh my God, I haven't even told you the gifts that I can't tell you guys yet. I will tell you soon when the contracts are signed. But and the important thing is none of this would matter if it wasn't my man doing it from his desire, right? All that stuff would be like, oh, great. Like, yeah, I told him to clean and he cleaned. Like, oh, I told him to pick up our daughter and he picked up our daughter. Like, all of that stuff comes from his initiative. Because where I'm at in terms of expectation, right? It's not even expectation like in a demand place, it's just this understanding that he's always going to show up for me in that way. And if he ever doesn't, there's a very good reason for that. And I don't need to have a drama episode about it. I just get to enjoy the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So my curiosity for me to you would be, what would make you feel spoiled? What is like that one thing that you would really wish that your man would do? Like what, just one, right? I mean, I like to get a lot of things, so but leave it in the comments, right? I would list a whole list, but just start with one thing. And if you really want that thing, like I want to teach you how to inspire your man, but it's not even just about inspiring it's in him, it's how you get to step into your spoiled wife energy. It's how you get to create a space in your relationship where your man starts to show up in that way, desiring to spoil you, desiring to surprise you, desiring and following through on doing things like with my clients, like surprise trips and amazing gifts and dinners and orgasms and taking care of kids and just all the things. Just like really, 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 really all the things. Like I'm here because I want a movement. I want a pandemic of satisfied women in amazing relationships with their men. And for so long in my life, I did not have that experience until I realized how much of it was my responsibility too. All right. So I want you to have that different kind of experience. If you are curious, if you want to know what that can feel like next Sunday, this is a bonus that I'm giving you for signing up for Goddess Wife School as an early bird, joining this amazing group of like incredible women. There's already 14 women that are registered for Goddess Wife School. Like, I love all the fiancés, all the wifeys to be that are in this group. So dope. So dope. Buying yourself pre-wedding gifts so that you can feel like juicy wifeys. I just love it so fucking much. Yeah, I want you to have this kind of experience, and I keep coming up with these new things that I'm adding to the program. So for all my alumni, there's a lot of really fun stuff that's coming because this is how I'm living every day. This is the experience that I'm having in my relationship, whether I'm fighting with my partner or things are difficult or things are amazing. Like I know that my man is always showing up for me, always taking care of me, always making things better, always thinking one step ahead for things that I can't see, like seeing the places that I'm struggling and figuring out ways to make it better for me, for our daughter. That's the kind of masculine energy that not only you deserve, but that's the kind of masculine energy that your man wants to have in your relationship. That's how he wants to show up for you. It doesn't feel good for him to not have that kind of dynamic with you. And so that's where this opportunity gets to be. Like, it's not about couples counseling and just like talking things out. It's about how you get to embody, how you get to start to experience what it's like to be spoiled, to be taken care of on every level from his inspiration and from his desire. And it's brag worthy as hell. And it is powerful. And if you model this, if you have this, it will create a ripple effect in the relationships around you. It'll teach your children a different way of having relationship. Um, it's very powerful, and I want you to have it. It feels so good. It just fucking feels so good too. So if you're curious, you go to goddesswifeschool.com, you just sign up. The only way to get on this call and to get this practice, which by the way, if you can't join live, I'll send you a recording. But the only way to get access and to get an invitation is to go to goddesswifeschool.com. Right now there is a $180 payment plan, which is like the lowest payment plan I've ever had because I just want as many women as possible to be part of this program because it's that life-changing. having this kind of relationship where you feel that taken care of down to every detail, where you can, what it lets you do is just freaking exhale and let go, and just like you've never been able to do before. That's the power and beauty of having this kind of relationship. And I want you to experience it. You work hard, mamas. You're doing so much, and you deserve to have a relationship with your man where he is holding it down for you, and you feel juicy and spoiled and supported and taken care of, and it's the freaking best. All right, loves, I will talk to you later. Grab your spot inside of Goddess Wife School. I'll send you your invitation for next weekend. It'll be February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, which means you will have a very juicy Valentine's Day. In case you don't know, I'm all about instant results. You will have them. And you can leave a comment here if you have any questions or if you need anything else. And send this to a woman that also deserves to be spoiled. Tag her. All right. Have a great night. And I will see you. Well, I'll see you guys all this week because doors are closing for Goddess Wife School. February 22nd is when we start. So I'm going to be going live. I'm going to be doing interviews with alumni. We're going to be having so much fun in here. Have a good night. Bye.